Yo, peace was good. Welcome to another hip hop I'm reviewing. It's part 247. The album that I'll be reviewing today is Das EFX with their fourth album, Generation Effects, released in 1998. You guys should know who Das EFX are. If you guys don't know, check out my Dead Series review that I did a couple weeks back. All right. So a couple of days ago, I did a review on their third album, Hold It Down, which in my opinion is the Magnum Opus. To me, is their best album. It's like the more versatile album as far as like production. You know what I mean? Because if you guys follow Dodge Effects, you guys know that their go-to producers are Solid Scheme. Rest in peace to Chris Charity. He passed away, I think, in like the early 2000s, like 2000 and 2001. Rest in peace to that brother right there, man. Definitely appreciate his contribution, as well as Derek Lynch, who was also part of Solid Scheme, for contributing the Das Effect sound, in my personal opinion. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I did a review on Hold It Down. Like I said, my favorite album for them. They're most versatile. It was dope to hear them over different beats other than Solid Scheme. The album is phenomenal, man. And yeah, just check my review for that album. But getting back to this album came out 3 years after Hold It Down. So this only has one single, and the single is called Rap Scholar, which features Redman. All right. Yeah. So let's start with what the album looks like. So as you can see, a whole bunch of sewer rats over the Das Effects logo. Same thing over here. Pretty cool. Okay, open it up. That's what the C looks like. Alright. And then as you can see, like the logo, and then you got like the gear, the merch and stuff like that. Back when artists would actually make gear, which I think is pretty cool. I think that's an art in itself, which I think is missing in hip hop nowadays. Everyone wants to be, I get it. You want to take it to the next level by making your own sneakers, your own clothes, but like, sometimes like I'm okay with just like your logo with your name, or like, just something. You know what I mean? It'd be pretty cool, be like a collector's item. So, excuse me. Alright, so open it up. Alright, see the back, see what it looks like. As you can see a Scoop with the goggles, man. Yo, like, I don't know how that was a thing back in the late 90s, man. That shit was crazy, man. Alright. Pretty cool. Got the production credits, the album credits. Then you got the shoutouts right here. So, alright. Let's get into the producers of the album. Alright, producers of the album: Solid Scheme, Adolf Assassin, aka Aguilar. You guys should know him, Aguilar. Let's see who else. Aguilar. Solid Scheme I mentioned before. Rashad Smith, dope producer, underrated if you ask me. Made mad classics. Rashad Smith I mentioned before. PMD, aka Paris Smith. Let's see who else. Mike Lowe, dope producer. That's the same dude that produced for Ill Biscuits. Trying to get their album, The Chronicle of Two Losers, but that shit goes for stupid money. Mad expensive. Let's see what else. PMD, like I mentioned before, Solid Scheme, PMD, Aguilar. Yeah. So those are pretty much the producers of the album. Features in the album. Features are, let's see, Nocturnal. Nocturnal. He was affiliated at one point. Was affiliated with PMD. He was featured on his second album, Business is Business, that came out in '96, which I think is a very underrated album, very dope. Definitely stepped his game as far as like his lyrics and stuff like that. Cause the first album, Shady Business, ooh, that was hard to listen to. The beats was what saved that album, but it's like he sounded mad off beat, like he wasn't pacing with the beat, and things like that. So yeah, so like I said, Nocturnal, Aguilar, MOP, Teflon, Redman, EPMD, Miss Jones. Yeah, those are the features. All right. So as you guys know, I'm gonna go through some of the tracks, break them down like I usually do. All right. So, all right. First track, intro. Um, it's pretty much it's pretty much like the same intro as a Straight Up Suicide, if you guys know about that, and but then it cuts off and uses like Das Effects vocals and things like that. So nothing too crazy. Track two, Raw Breed. Um, dope way to start the album. Love the beat for it. This shit is dope. I like the line by Dre when he says, "I heard that one many losses the next man's gain. I came to drop the shit like rain. I bring the pain to your brain. We leave a strain. I am praying why? Cause the game's for kids. It's diggity dots, no doubt. Back to the shadow your wakes. These pegs be all on my back. Cats be acting too brave. I think they better just relax before we just dig him a grave." So that was dope. I like that. So Dre definitely did his thing on that. So that was track two, Raw Breed. All right. Track three, Shine. That was produced by Tony L. Um, the beat kind of has like unfortunately around this time with East Coast hip hop, a lot of East Coast artists try to follow the bad boy route. Everybody's trying to be like follow the Biggie route. You know what I mean? Just rapping over like 80 samples, 80 R&B samples, and disco samples and things like that. And it's just like that was a bad time period, man. Some stuff I do appreciate now. Some just didn't age very well, and this is one of them. It just sounded like a bad boy trick with boom bap drums. I wasn't too crazy about that. All right, so that was track three, Shine. Track four, Somebody Told Me. That was a dope track. That was produced by Aguilar. It features Aguilar, Nocturnal. Definitely one of my favorite songs of the album. Dope. That should have been a single, in my opinion. Um, Love the line by Nocturnal when he says, "Guns with banana clips, the roads with master whips, a 45 under my armpit, another one in the glove compartment, money starting shit, and a brand new show on a spaceship, Tech Nines after parties with Mad Dimes." What he says? Mad Dimes, bitches, twist divine, I'm high. The moon's mine. Yeah, that shit is dope. I love that shit. Yeah, Nocturnal's dope, man. He's a dope MC right there. So that was track four. Somebody told me. Track five, Set It Off. It's produced by Armando Colon and Rashad Smith. Um, yeah, I just wasn't too crazy about the song. It definitely sounds like something that would be more fitting for Buster, especially around the when Disaster Strikes era. That definitely sounds like something he would have been rapping over. Just not for Das Effects. That's just my personal opinion. Let's see. Track six, No Doubt, featuring MOP and Teflon. Fucking love that song. My favorite song of the album. Love the beat for it. They fucking go in on that joint. That's produced by Solid Scheme. Um, I like the line by School when he says, "See my higgity hard times that bring forth the higgity hard rhymes, hard crimes, leaving hospitalized with scarred lines. Figgity for figgity far rhymes. My squad shines. It's turn to eat again. Motivated by cats who would never see the street again." Woo! Killed that. That shit was dope. All right. So that was track six. Track six, No Doubt, fucking dope. Track seven, Rap Scholar, featuring Redman, single of the album. Didn't really care for the song, you know what I mean? It samples the Daz sample by Brick. Everybody knows that song. Mad West Coast producers sampled that. I just wasn't too crazy about that, you know what I mean? Didn't really do anything for me. Yeah, I could have done without that song, Rap Scholar. I mean, the video was cool, but it's just, I don't know. It's just, I wasn't too crazy about that. But again, go back to what I said, that whole bad boy era, you know what I mean? Sampling familiar samples and things like that. Let's see. Track 8, Generation Effects, featuring EPMD. Dope track. It samples Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. The song that was featured on the Rocky 3 album soundtrack, or the movie as well. Yeah, dope track. To me, that should have been a single, in my personal opinion. But I guess, at that time, I don't know what came out first, Fall on Blaze or that song. So, and then eventually MOB came out with Fall on Blaze with the same sample. So that obviously being like the biggest single. So, but yeah, that song easily could have been a single too. Track 9, Right Now, that was produced by Mike Lowe. That was a dope track. I like the line by Scoop when he says, Doogie Bang, Doogie Bang Banger, cock the back rap hammer, buzz grammar. I stay bent like a coat hanger, up in here with my scully on, fully on, riggedy rockin' fatigues like Desert Storm. Yeah, that shit was dope. Like that shit right there. Alright. So that was track 9, Right Now, and that was dope. Track 10, What Goes On, featuring Miss Jones. That was produced by PMD. Was not a fan of that song at all. Did not care for that as well. Track 12, um, New Stuff, produced by PMD and Aguilar. That was an okay track. I didn't really get anything out of that. Track 13, Rap, Take It Back, featuring PMD. It was a mad track to me. Didn't really care for that as well. Track 14, Change. Um, yeah, Change, produced by Aguilar. That was a cool track. It samples Queen's Sail Away Sweet Sister. Yeah, pretty cool. That beat was kind of ahead of its time, because a lot of people later on would like sample stuff like that. But for that time, for '98, definitely ahead of its time. So I salute Aguilar for that. And track 15, Rap Scholar, featuring Redman, the original version. Um, it's pretty much the same track as the first the Rap Scholar, but I think it didn't have a bass line. I think that's the only difference. Yeah, I could have done without that song, honestly. Yeah. So my overall thoughts on this album, not that good, man. A lot of duds, man. I just felt like it felt rushed. And unfortunately, like I get, again, like I feel like they were pressured by the record label to make like to try to go for the Biggie route, and unfortunately, which a lot of artists suffered in the East Coast like that from that. The record labels, they saw the success of Bad Boy Records, and they tried to follow suit, and it failed, and it showed. And this is a prime example of that. Das FX rapping over fucking 80 hip hop breaks and stuff like this. Is like, no, dude, like we want that rugged, grimy Timberland boots, sound from them, But I get it, By that time, in the late '90s, everything was shiny and things of that nature, and and I like that stuff, but it just depends on the artist. And for Das EFX, it's not it for them. They're known for that rugged Timberland boot, boom bap. That's what we want from them. So, some of the songs were cool, but like I said, I could have. Not my favorite album from them. But to me, the standout tracks for me are Somebody Told Me, No Doubt, um, Generation Effects, Right Now. Those are like the only standout tracks for me. The rest I could have done without. You know what I mean? Oh, and Raw Breed. Raw Breed's another dope song. But yeah, this album is out of print. If you can find it, definitely pick it up. I feel like it could have been better. I just felt it felt kind of rushed. You know what I mean? And yeah, it kind of reminded me of that time period of when back in the late '80s, where like a lot of hip hop artists, they had to have hip house music in their song. Like it was by the label. It was like a compromise. Unfortunately with the artists. And this is a prime example of that. You know, they had to follow the bad boy route, and it just didn't work. So, but yeah, Generation Effects with Dots Effects. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed that review. I hope everybody has a wonderful New Year's. Y'all be safe out there. Do nothing crazy, so I can hear from you guys again. Definitely stay tuned for more videos. Definitely got some CD collection videos coming up. Definitely stay tuned. I got mad CDs that I bought, over the past couple of months. But obviously, I'm just gonna break them down. You know what I mean? So, just working on that. But definitely stay tuned. Y'all be easy. Peace.